Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial from InFixItOnline.com. For you YouTube visitors, don't forget to check out the website InFixItOnline.com. You can request a tutorial on my site. You want to learn how to perform certain tasks on your system or how to use certain applications. Go to the website on the left hand side and click on the tutorial request link. Alright, and of course check me out on YouTube. youtube.com/InFixItOnline. That's the name of my channel. Alright, don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. Alright, so in this tutorial we're going to show you how to install a device driver on the Windows XP system. And this pretty much works the same for all Windows systems, whether it's Vista all the way down to Windows 98. Alright, now I'm going to show you how you know when you're lacking a device driver. Now for the most part, if you reinstall a Windows XP, you'll notice things like maybe your screen, the objects on your screen is real big and the resolution is not there. That says that obviously you don't have your video driver, or if you don't have any sound, you don't have a sound driver. And on a reinstall, the worst case scenario can be your network card driver is not connected. Now this case, it makes it bad if you don't have your driver disk from your PC manufacturer. For instance, if you have a Dell system or if you have a freshly built system, this can be a headache because you will have to get online. PC or second system is what you're going to need in that scenario. Alright, so what I'll do here is we're going to go to Device Manager. Actually, have it open there. Let me close that. And what you're going to do is you're going to select on Start, right click My Computer, and select on Properties. You can also go straight through Control Panel too, but this is the way that I always use. Then select on the Hardware tab. It's the Hardware tab here, and then Device Manager. Okay, now right away you see PCI modem with that yellow question mark there. That's letting you know that it doesn't have that is missing a device driver for that device. And whatever yellow question marks you see here, you know that Windows doesn't have the device driver for that device. And for those who don't know, a device driver is basically just instruction. Let Windows XP know how to operate that device, or Linux, or whatever operating system you're using that needs device drivers. Now with this system I'm currently using, this is a Dell laptop, a Latitude C400. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Dell website so we can download that driver. Okay, now one thing I must mention, let's say you have a custom build PC, okay, and it's not a major manufacturer like Dell or XP or Compaq, etc. Now if you don't have that disk for your motherboard, what you will have to do is you need to know the name of your motherboard, the manufacturer and the model number, and you can search that site on the internet through Google, of course. Let's say you had a Asus board. You type in Asus support, go to their home page, on their support page, and you just look for downloads and drivers. Okay, now if you don't have the idea and you're not really comfortable with opening your system up, I recommend a software called Advisor. It's a PC audit software. I'll bring it up here so you know. Okay, you see it shows up here. It's a free software you download, and what it does is, as I said, it's a PC audit. So once you install this on your system, it'll bring up everything about your system, from the motherboard down to the memory, the amount of memory you have. And you can take your motherboard manufacturer and the model number from there, and then go to their website and get the drivers. And in some cases it will recognize exactly what devices you don't have installed and you do, but that's not guaranteed. Alright, and I also have a future tutorial on Advisor, or BLARC Advisor. It's a nice software that lets you know a lot about your system. Okay, but now when you're dealing with major manufacturers like Dell, HP, etc., you can just go to their site. So what I'll do is I'll go in my Google. I'm using Firefox. Up here they have the the basic Google search, and I type in Dell support. See the Dell support homepage here. Select on that, and then drivers and downloads. Okay, now there's two ways you can go about this. On the bottom of your system, you should have a service tag. You can type in your service tag and it will know the system automatically, or you could do it the long way by selecting a model. Now this is a laptop, a Latitude, and a C400 laptop. There we go here. And then you select on the confirm button. Okay, and that brings you to the C400 download page. Now, of course, the operating system we're working with is Windows XP. The language is English, and you can go to the categories here and pick out whether it's BIOS, audio, or what have you. I just go through these options myself, and of course, the modem is communication. I have 14 different downloads for communication. Now this is where things could get a little tricky at. Now one thing I noticed, like with Dell, whether you put your service tag number or you pick out the model itself, it still will give you the option to download all the modems, and that's what we're looking for, a modem in this case, all the modems that was available for that particular system. That doesn't necessarily help you if you don't know what modem you have. You just need the driver, because you can find yourself installing drivers that you don't even have, and it can be a headache. Alright, but for this case, I know that I have a PCTEL modem on this system, so I need to go down and find that. And you see it here, PCTEL driver. Make sure you download the driver and not the HTML. Then it's a patch upgrade also, but you see the driver there. Select on download now. That's the file there. So now we want to install a driver, of course, so you double click on the file. It tells you the system it applies to. Continue. Then this is where it's going to install in the C directory, Dell drivers. You can change this, put in your documents, and what have you. I had this on the system already, that's why it gives me that, but I'm going to just say yes to override it. Okay, and automatically